पे जिसने खुद होम्योपैथी नहीं करी वो कैसा लगेगा. And I'm also launching a course जिसमें अल्कोहल ही नहीं है. मैं पी रही हूँ. I breastfeed दूध. I don't drink. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Shrestha and today I have my closest friend Priyanka with me. Priyanka is visiting me from Canada. If you guys know her, मैंने already उसके साथ एक वीडियो बनाई थी virtually, which I'm going to put it somewhere here. COVID के time पे we did an interview. So we're going to talk a lot more right now. So I'm so excited she came here and tomorrow. Me too. Yeah, and tomorrow I'm turning 30. तो basically हम आए हैं एक night stay के लिए एक रात to North Wales. It's so pretty, you guys, and we are in this beautiful Airbnb. As you can see, it's very aesthetically pleasing. So I was like, why not? Let's make a continued version of what we started. With that, let's get started and let's answer all your questions. So आज की वीडियो में बेसिकली क्या होगा प्रियंका, जो हमें याद है लास्ट टाइम बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस किए थे कि कैसे हाउ आफ्टर कंप्लीटिंग BHMS which is Bachelor's of Homeopathic Medicine and Surgery, तो कैसे कनाडा गई, व्हाट ऑल डिड यू डू एंड कैसे मतलब यूनिवर्सिटी लाइफ है वहाँ पे, एंड ये सब हमने डिस्कस किया था. उस वीडियो को आई थिंक हो चुके हैं 3-4 साल और अब हम डिस्कस करेंगे वेयर शी इज इन हर लाइफ, व्हाट शी इज डूइंग एंड और उसके साथ विल ऑल्सो टेक सम क्वेश्चंस जो उस वीडियो के अंदर आए हैं. सो देयर आर लॉट ऑफ क्वेश्चंस, लॉट ऑफ पीपल वांट टू नो अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स फ्रॉम यू, सो विल बी आस्किंग all that from you and all that jazz. So with that, let's start and let me ask my first question to you. So just tell us, what did you exactly do after completing BHMS?
Okay, so first I did my postgraduate certificate from George Brown College in Ontario, Canada, and then after graduating from that college I started working as a behavior therapist in clinical setting, and then I moved to in-home setting. Currently I'm also working as a behavior therapist in home setting, but I'm also pursuing my master's in applied behavior analysis from Florida Institute of Technology. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so that's a lot and that's all about her education. And तो कैसा रहा ये transition from BHMS to a behavior therapist?
It was good. It was different. Studies थोड़े different होते हैं बाहर और like India से बाहर basically. India में because हमने बहुत intensive medical studies करे हैं, तो it was like more intensive. You have to do a lot of studies and exam भी बहुत ज़्यादा intensive होते थे. मेरे program में मैं बोलूँगी मैंने इतना ज़्यादा बहुत intensive studies नहीं थे. It was like मेरी classes होते थे 4 days a week. कभी-कभी full days होते थे, कभी-कभी half days होते थे. But it was good. It was a good transition for me. And then professors के साथ में it was like ऐसे नहीं होते हैं professors like India में, you know, like you have the guru शिक्षक type of a respecting. Like in Canada में like it's more of a friendly relationship. You have like आप अपने professors को नाम से भी बुलाते हो. It was a good relationship. It was nice. It was a nice transition. It will take time, I would say, to adjust, but it was really good.
Okay. So as she already said कि उसने autism and behavior sciences में अपना आगे education pursue किया. So I want to know कि how did you decide autism and behavior science?
Yeah, that's a very good question first of all. But and honestly, बहुत लोग मुझसे पूछते हैं कि मैंने autism and behavior science क्यों चुना. Trust me, this was not my first choice. I would say autism and behavior science chose me instead of me choosing autism and behavior science. Because my first priority was to go and pursue mental health and addiction course from Humber College. That's what I actually applied for. That was my priority. Somehow I didn't get admission in that one, so I got admission in this one, and then I was like, okay, maybe that was my destiny, and I opted that course, and then yeah, now I am pursuing another master's in applied behavior analysis and making my career in more autism field. Yeah.
Okay.
But I would say that was not there's no regret in choosing autism and behavior science. I would say I'm more passionate about this field, and I really wanted to do more in this field. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lovely answer. Actually, I would like to add कि कई बार क्या होता है, as you go with things, as you go with the flow of things just start choosing you. Does that make sense? कि some things start to fall into place, like her interested course was something else, but she didn't get admission in that, and somehow she ended up doing behavior science, and I think it has worked wonders for her. And I can already see a beautiful transition in her, like how we were when we were undergrads in BHMS and how she is right now. There's a lot of nice personality changes, plus of course career wise she's doing really well, right? So next question, which is how was this transition कि आप अपने BHMS complete की and then you moved abroad. How was the whole experience? What sort of difficulties did you see? Because we get a lot of people, right, in your Instagram DMs. In like I get a lot of queries about ki hane bhi HMS kar liya, we want to go abroad. Everyone wants to look at the pro side. Let us show ki struggles क्या हैं. तो क्या थे basic struggles?
ऑनेस्टली बहुत ज़्यादा स्ट्रगल्स नहीं आए हैं. मतलब एडमिशन लेना बहुत डिफिकल्ट नहीं था, क्योंकि मैं बोलूँगी कि कनाडा में बैचलर इज लाइक 4 years एंड वी ऑलरेडी डिड बैचलर्स फॉर 5.5 years, सो दैट वाज लाइक completely like equivalent to the bachelors in Canada. So I got admission in postgraduate like course, which I did. And education wise तो नहीं, ऐसा कोई struggle मैंने नहीं face किया है.
Just
Transition-
life there in abroad. How was it?
It was good initially, like, because again the harsh weather, like that was not easy initially, but yeah, you'll get used to it. And now it's like there is winters, harsh winters, and then and like yeah, but then you have summers, you have other weathers too. So weather wise it was difficult initially, but then also I would say in Canada initial, like my college days was like when I used to travel to my college, it was hard because like there's like you have to change a lot of trains and then buses and then walk, especially in the winters, like when there's temperatures like -2, -3. It was difficult, but then yeah, it's those are initial struggles, but now I'm happy where I am, and then you grow up in your career and you grow up in your life, so it's worth it.
Yeah, exactly. Like she mentioned some of the struggles. I think a lot of people do not consider weather while choosing a country, so always make sure you choose the weather as well before you think of moving abroad. And starting में ये सब तो रहता ही है, long walks, being on your own, cooking for your own self, figuring out the whole new education system, and then just grasping everything pretty quick because उतना time नहीं होता है ना. तो ये सब रहते हैं थोड़े बहुत.
हाँ, actually रहते हैं, but I would say जब आप बाहर जाते हो and आपको community support, again इंडिया वाले लोग तो बहुत जगह पे हो गए हैं, तो it's like you'll find every other person like Indian, तो ऐसा कुछ डिफिकल्ट नहीं होता है और आपके लिए हेल्प करते हैं लोग. और कॉलेज में भी ऐसा नहीं कि अगर आपके प्रोफेसर इंडियन नहीं है तो आपकी हेल्प नहीं करेंगे, दे अंडरस्टैंड, क्योंकि एंड मल्टीकल्चरल कंट्रीज हो गई हैं, तो वहाँ पे तो लाइक मैं अपने बताऊँ तो लाइक कनाडा में तो बहुत ज़्यादा मल्टीकल्चरल है, तो वहाँ पे सब लोग आपकी हेल्प करते हैं, प्रोफेसर्स भी आपकी हेल्प करते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल व्हेन आई वाज डूइंग माई प्रोजेक्ट and I was like, I don't know where to go, where to find help, but like there were student coordinators जिन्होंने मेरी हेल्प किया, उन्होंने मेरा पूरा प्रोजेक्ट बनाने में like they actually navigate me to where to find the information and then how to make my project, so it was good.
Professors are really helpful. It was the same experience I had here in UK. After that, the big question is कि homeopaths के लिए job है कि नहीं है in Canada?
होम्योपैथी के लिए जॉब तो नहीं है कनाडा में, बट मैं बोलूँगी होम्योपैथी एक रेगुलेटेड प्रोफेशन है. तो होम्योपैथी के लिए वहाँ पे कॉलेज है, उसका नाम है कैनेडियन कॉलेज ऑफ होम्योपैथिक मेडिसिन. वहाँ पे बिकॉज जब मैं इनिशियली गई थी तो आई वाज आल्सो लुकिंग इनटू द ऑप्शन ऑफ लाइक गेटिंग जॉब्स एज अ होम्योपैथ, or like कुछ भी like is there any opportunity as a like for a homeopath in Canada? But when I went there I couldn't find any opportunity, but the good part which I got to know was like, okay, it is a regulated profession, so if I wanted to practice on my own I can do that.
Oh, that's
after
nice.
getting my regulation done. So yeah, I looked into that process, but it is a tedious process, it is not an easy process, it will take time. And also they wanted you to practice, they also need you to practice in like say if you already practicing for say few years, then it is easy for you to get the regulation done. But if you haven't practiced since a long time, then there's a different process. Like they have a different route to get your regulation done, but it is a regulated profession. I'm actually in contact with so many homeopaths who are actually who are doing their practice in Canada, and they left their job to practice full time in Canada.
Oh, that's really nice. I didn't know about it. As far as I know, in UK, homeopathy is not a regulated science. आप ज़रूर I think register करते हो अपने आप को to practice homeopathy, but it's not a regulated science. And with that, you guys, cheers.
Cheers to homeopathy.
Cheers to homeopathy. It's my 30th birthday tomorrow.
Yeah, happy birthday, Shweta.
Yeah, thank you. And yeah, this she has returned to be a red wine queen. And I don't drink, so ये non-alcoholic है, but just to get into the vibe of turning 30 and all that jazz. So हाँ, like she said, तो बहुत अच्छा है अगर homeopaths के लिए jobs हैं.
होम्योपैथी की जॉब्स नहीं है, तो मैं क्लियर कर देती हूँ, जॉब्स नहीं है बट हाँ रेगुलेटेड प्रोफेशन है, तो यू कैन प्रैक्टिस ऑन योरसेल्फ. सो आप अपनी क्लिनिक कर सकते हो. तो कुछ लोग ऐसे हैं जो they were doing full-time jobs like in any other field, but then they were started like part-time practicing homeopathy after getting regulation, and then but now they're like completely into full-time practice, like full-time clinic, and then they left their job. So I would say there are patients there, like if you can show the result, then you'll definitely get patients. So it's good, like it's good, but it was not easy for me to get into regulation and like all those things. Like it's two different clinical thing which I am doing. So I personally didn't choose to get my regulation done in Canada. But if you really want to come to Canada and practice homeopathy, you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think my bad. I said jobs. What she meant is private practice करते हैं. Yeah, that's the right way to put private practice करते हैं. Okay, that was a lovely answer, Priyanka. So the next question is, before I start taking questions from under that video which we made few years ago, like जो तुम अभी पढ़ाई कर रही हो, and like she said she's doing masters as well, तो अब उसका क्या तुम्हारा मतलब what are your career aspirations, इसके बाद क्या है पूरा plan?
So as I said, I did my postgraduate certificate in autism and behavior science. Then I got to know if I wanted to like do more in this field, then I have to first have my masters in any discipline of behavior or like any discipline of psychology basically. And I choose applied behavior analysis. So I'm currently pursuing my masters from Florida Institute of Technology, and I'm doing my masters in applied behavior analysis, and it's a 2-year masters. And I am, after getting my masters, I will write a board exam for my board certified behavior analyst. So then I will be like, after getting my masters, I'll write my exam, and then I will be a BCBA, that will be a board certified behavior analyst, and then I can practice and then the next step of the ladder in my career. So currently I'm working like frontline, as well as I work as a assistant behavior analyst. But after getting my master and after getting my exam done for the board, I will be a behavior analyst, board certified behavior analyst. Like I can work as an independent body, and I can have my own clients, I can have my own clinic, I can have my own center.
Oh, that's nice. So with that, one question which comes in my mind is कि it is a long process, right?
It is a tedious process, I would say, because to get your BCBA, you have to have a master's in either in behavior science, in psychology, or any other discipline. And then you have to collect your 2,000 hours of working hours, which include a mixture of hours. Like in one-on-one, you have to work with the client, and the second part of it, like where you have to plan and like write certain like treatment plans, even like parent training, caregiver training, all those. And then collectively you collect those 2,000 hours and like the hours and your masters, and then you'll be ready to write your exam. And that exam is like a 4-hour exam. So like you have to have a 4-hour exam, and then once you pass the exam, you'll be a board certified behavior analyst, and then you can work independently. Because currently I am working under a BCBA. So a BCBA is supervising me. So currently I'm in a supervising practice. But once I will done with my board certification, I will not. I do need a mentorship, but I don't need a supervision.
Oh, that's nice. Sorry, off the topic. This is non-alcoholic, but it's awful. Like बहुत ही वाहियात है.
But this is really nice.
Yeah,
I love it.
This is so bad. Yeah, my next question is, आपने अपना ये किया autism and behavior science, तो फिर आपने directly autistic kids के साथ work करना start किया, right?
हाँ.
So my question is like, how was the experience? And I know it is a difficult job because mentally it can be very exhausting for the person as well. So how was the job experience? Plus, how do you bring that balance between your work and personal life?
I agree with you. It is a demanding job. It is demanding in terms of physical demand as well as your mentally. Also, it's draining. It's definitely draining. My first experience working with any kid on spectrum, or I would say autistic kid, it was difficult. Like first time I was like, okay, I've never seen kids on spectrum in my career. Even during our medical internship, I haven't seen kids on spectrum. But there were other challenges which we have seen, but not like autism kind of a thing. But yeah.
No, I saw it because मैं psychiatry department में थी.
Okay.
तो weekly हम एक दिन जाते थे autistic school.
Okay.
We were working with autistic kids. Yeah.
Okay, but it was new for me because I was
Yeah.
not in that project with you, of course.
Yeah.
But then it was difficult for me, and then yeah, it was emotional too because when you see a child who is struggling to even speak, some kids struggles a lot, some does not. But again, you are there to teach them different skills. You are there to support them.
Yeah.
So initially there was challenge to build up on those skills. I need to have to work with the kids on spectrum or as an autistic kid. But once I gained those skills in me, I was like, I'm confident I can teach another kid on spectrum, I would say the child in need, to live an independent life. So currently, and also like to empathize with the family. So I would say initially I was working in a clinic setting. There I was more into with kids all the time, where I'm not seeing parents on regular basis. But when I moved to a home base, I can see the challenge parent face on daily basis. I can empathize with them. I'm there to support them. I told them, like, you know, if you need me, you can text me, you can call me. But yeah, it is draining as a therapist. But when you compare, as a parent, is more tough, challenging life they face, you feel like, okay, it's just nothing. Like, at least you're doing something to make their life better. So it's a fruitful job for me, I would say.
To the point to ask this question was कि बहुत टाइम होता है लोग सिर्फ बाहर जाना चाहते हैं और कुछ भी लेना चाहते हैं. But we would like to tell you, if you are taking up autism and behavior science, तो उसका एक part है to work with autistic kids, which also mean you should be passionate about helping others.
Yeah.
अगर वो आपका नहीं है,
Passion.
aim भी नहीं है, या आपके दिमाग में वो point नहीं है, it's difficult to do and go ahead with this profession and I think studies.
Yeah, but again, like, you know, हम बोलते हैं कि हम लोग BHMS करके आए हैं. So हम लोग तो, अगर आप already medical field से हो, तो आपने तो social services में जाना ही है, because आपने medical चुना है ना यार, कि आपने तो करनी है हेल्प है सोसाइटी की, तो इसलिए आपने मेडिकल चुना है. अब वो सोसाइटी की हेल्प आप दवाइयाँ देके करो, या जो मैं काम कर रही हूँ वो देके करो, या श्रेष्ठा जो काम कर रही है वो करके करो. Ultimately, you are actually helping the society. You are
making a difference.
Yeah, you're making
even if it's a small difference.
Yeah, like we are making tangible changes in everybody's life. That is more important.
Yeah.
Either the change is this much or this much. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but especially for someone who completely wants to change the BHMS field, और वो बिल्कुल ही कुछ अब उसने decide कर दिया, जिस भी person ने किया BHMS कि मुझे health background में नहीं रहना है. These are not the fields.
Yeah, these are not the fields. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But again, मैं बोल रही हूँ कि मैं अभी अपनी pursue कर रही हूँ board certified behavior analyst. अगर किसी को ये भी करना है, like, you know, maybe मैंने चुना है autism, but no, हर behavior analyst autism में नहीं काम कर रहे हैं.
Yeah, that's something which was really interesting.
Behavior analyst बहुत different fields में काम कर रहे हैं. Behavior analyst आपको nutrition field में दिख जाएंगे, आपको fitness field में दिख जाएंगे, animal training में मिल जाएंगे, forensic science में मिल जाएंगे, आपको teaching में मिल जाएंगे. So there are, I would say, there are n numbers of opportunities you can work as a behavior analyst. I choose my field to work as an early intervention. My specialization is autism, so that's my personal choice. And मेरा experience इतने सालों का सिर्फ autism में है, तो इसलिए मैंने autism में ही continue करने का मेरा plan है. Maybe after certain years मैं जब burn out हो जाए, मेरे से नहीं हो रहा है, तो maybe I'll just change my field. Maybe मैं सिर्फ consultation में चली जाऊँ, maybe मैं सिर्फ supervision में चली जाऊँ. But ये मेरी
still you would
choice.
stick to this
I
field,
would stick to the field, but there are other options as a behavior analyst. So अगर आप लोगों को सिर्फ behavior analysis करना है और आपको autism में नहीं आना है, so आप nutrition में चले जाओ, आप fitness में चले जाओ, आप animal training में चले जाओ, आप forensic science में चले जाओ. और अगर ज़्यादा information चाहिए तो आप like again आप इसके वीडियो पे कमेंट कर देना. We will definitely share some more information with you guys.
True. And with that, I would also like to say कि I do provide, you know, one-on-one consultation services where I can, you know, discuss with you your career options and stuff like that, and also I can help you with proof editing your statement of purpose. And I'm also launching a course जिसमें मैं आपको step by step process भी बताऊंगी. Thank you. Step by step process भी बताऊंगी how to apply for abroad universities after completing BHMS. So for example, आपने BHMS कर लिया है, you want to go abroad, you don't know from where to start, this course will help you. So all the details will come in the upcoming videos. Plus in the comment section below, आप comment कर सकते हो, I'll get back to you, or you can DM me on my Instagram and we can take it from there. So yeah, so like she said, बहुत difficult job है पर बहुत fulfilling है.
And like you said, like तूने मुझसे पूछा कि work life balance और how I manage. I would say मेरी family support, like my husband is always supporting, and like, there were days जब मैं आके घर पे आती हूँ and I don't want to talk to anyone. Even like sometimes when he used to come and pick me up from my workplace, and I was like, I don't want to talk. I had a really bad day. I don't want to talk. Can you give me some time? And he's like very supportive. He always gave me time. Even there were some time where like I just need my time, because like, you know, like I didn't have a good session. I saw a child like really draining, like he's keep on crying, and that's mentally it's not easy to see any child in pain or like in distress. So yeah, it is not easy, but yeah, I'm learning to be strong. And yeah, I would say, but I would say I'm blessed to have a supportive family.
Yeah. Okay, my next question is कि, और ये बहुत लोग पूछते हैं, and I would like to tell you guys कि इंडिया में जो चलता ही है कि चलो बता दो जी आपकी इतनी सैलरी है, but बाहर आके it is quite rude to keep on asking people for an exact number. That's not how things work here, but I understand from where you guys are coming, and I want to be a bit transparent. So we would like to ask Priyanka. So Priyanka, after this, do you think you are earning well enough to sustain yourself here in Canada?
Yeah, I would say yes. I would say, I started low. Again, like every career, you started on a lower range of salary, and then you grew up with your skills. Like I am actually gaining skills. As I'm gaining skills, my salary range is getting up. So yeah, I started, but now I would say I'm satisfied with the salary I'm getting, with the money thing, and I'm able to support my life in Canada. It's not difficult, but हाँ मैं बोलूँगी आप जाते हो, आपके हम बहुत aspirational होते हैं, because हम बोलते हैं कि हमने तो मेडिकल किया है, हम तो डॉक्टर हैं,
हम लाखों में कमाएंगे,
हम तो इतना कमाएंगे, पर ऐसा नहीं होता है. Honestly, हम इतना नहीं स्टार्ट करते हैं.
No matter which country you are in.
No matter, even in India, when I was in India, I was earning way less, honestly speaking. But again, हम बोलें कि अब हम कितना कमा रहे हैं, तो हम, क्योंकि हम इंडिया से बाहर है, तो हम यू कैन नॉट कंपेयर कि इंडिया और इंडिया से बाहर में क्या कर रहे हैं. बट मैं बोलूंगी इतनी एस्पिरेशंस नहीं लो. अगर आपको है कि ठीक है, यू ग्रो अप, एंड आई पर्सनली बोलूंगी आई ग्रो अप इन अ गुड way. Because I actually worked on myself, on my skills. I actually learned. I did a lot of course other than my masters.
A lot of personal development.
Yeah, I did on myself, like skill wise also, especially with my work. Like I actually because मेरा passion हो गया था, तो मुझे पढ़ना है, तो मैंने किया है, अपने पे मेहनत करी है, and then अगर आप वो करते हो तो आपका employer उसको respect करता है.
Exactly.
And you'll get promotion, you'll get higher raise in your salary. So yeah, it's good.
Okay, so with that, इस round को हम complete करेंगे with my last question, which is what message do you have for our fellow homeopaths, and क्या आप उनको सलाह देना चाहेंगे?
जिसने खुद होम्योपैथी नहीं करी वो क्या सलाह देगा? मैं एक चीज बोलना चाहूंगी, अगर आपको अपनी पैथी पे बहुत इंटरेस्ट है, बहुत ट्रस्ट है, तो आप स्टिक टू इट. यू सी द रिजल्ट, you'll get, मतलब जो आपको चाहिए वो मिलेगा. you'll get the result in terms of your life, in terms of your career, in terms of your salary, anything. But अगर कहीं से भी थोड़ा सा भी डाउट है, जो मैं बोलूंगी पर्सनली शायद मुझे भी था, that's why like when I opted for this course, then I was like maybe I can do better in this career as compared to being a homeopath. So अगर वो doubts आपके मन में हैं, so look for something else, and the sooner the better.
Exactly.
Because don't waste your years in pursuing homeopathy and then not practicing homeopathy. So many people do that. मैं बोलूंगी अगर आपको थोड़ा सा भी डाउट है कि होम्योपैथी नहीं करनी है, हम आ गए क्योंकि हमें और जगह एडमिशन नहीं मिला, बट हम इनसे नहीं हो पाएगा, तो निकल जाओ, कुछ और करो. मे बी देयर इज समथिंग एल्स वेटिंग फॉर यू, एंड वेयर यू कैन लिटरली shine like a brighter star.
Yeah, true. And we are not like by any chance हम brain drain नहीं कर रहे कि आपने कर लिया तो छोड़ दो होम्योपैथी. Like she said, if you are interested, stick to it, because I have so many examples and so many other videos on my channel which I'll put somewhere here, and you will see my friends are doing good for themselves.
Yeah,
and not just my circle. तो कितने और लोग होंगे who are doing so good for themselves, earning their bread and butter and happy with their work.
Yeah.
So ऐसा नहीं है होम्योपैथी कर ली तो लाइफ खत्म हो गई. I do get these very negative comments. Yeah.
हमारे फ्रेंड्स हैं, हमारी एक फ्रेंड है वो एमओ है,
हाँ,
वो प्रैक्टिस कर रही है कानपुर में, और हमारे एक फ्रेंड है वो क्लिनिक कर रही है.
Yeah, exactly.
उसकी भी वीडियो है. और हमारा एक और फ्रेंड है, उसकी भी शादी हुई है, वो भी क्लिनिक कर रहा है कितने सालों से.
Yeah.
उसके साथ वीडियो नहीं करी है श्रेष्ठा ने अभी, हो सकता है दोबारा इंडिया जाए तो वहाँ पे कर ले.
Exactly. वो भी बिजी था, उसकी शादी थी.
हाँ, तो मतलब वो भी, मतलब हमारे बहुत सारे फ्रेंड्स हैं जो प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हैं, they're really happy and they're doing great in their life.
Yeah.
It's उन्होंने ट्रस्ट किया अपनी पैथी को and they stick to it and they got the result.
That brings me to the last section of our video, jahan I'm gonna ask her some questions which you guys have commented on our previous video. Are you ready for it, Priyanka?
Yes.
Okay. So, our first question. In which college Priyanka studied behavior science? ये पूछा है मेघना शिलार ने.
I did my postgraduate certificate from George Brown College. It's in Toronto.
By Sagar. Ma'am, I wanted to know more. Course after BHMS in Canada. I think he wants to ask और क्या courses हैं which someone from BHMS can take up. Just a rough idea.
यार बहुत सारे कोर्सेज हैं. You can do masters in public health, you can do mental health and addiction, you can do autism and behavior science, you can do early childhood education. Like अगर आपको health related field में ही रहना है तो a number of options available हैं, but आपको ये decide करना है कि आपको कौन सी यूनिवर्सिटी और कौन से कॉलेजेस में ढूंढने हैं कोर्सेज, एंड उनकी प्रीरेक्विजिट देखनी है, और उसके अगर आपका प्रीरेक्विजिट उनसे मैच कर लिया तो यू कैन अप्लाई. अगर एडमिशन मिल गया तो गुड लक फॉर दैट.
Oh, nice. So the next question is by Gracie, and she's asking, ma'am, can I do masters in public health in Canada after completing BHMS from India?
Yes, but there are prerequisite for masters in public health too. I think उसके लिए आपको एक स्टैट्स का कोर्स करना पड़ता है जो हम लोगों ने अपने BHMS में नहीं किया था. Or
but
there are other,
look.
Yeah, I think it's better to look on their website, and then they already have their program specific website where you can find all those information. बट अगर आपको डाउट सिर्फ आपके बैचलर्स की क्रेडेंशियल का है वो फुलफिल कर लोगे, क्योंकि कनाडा में 4 इयर्स की बैचलर्स होती है और हम लोग BHMS में 5.5 इयर्स की बैचलर्स करते हैं. सो वो इक्विवेलेंस हो जाता है. बट हाँ, जो प्री रिक्विजिट कोर्सेज हैं उसके लिए आपको उनकी वेबसाइट को ही देखना पड़ेगा.
Alright. And the next question is by Nasir. Which course she did in Canada? तो आपने बता दिया है, autism and behavior science. And where she did her internship?
इंटर्नशिप आपको कॉलेज से ही मिलती है. तो जो मैंने प्रोग्राम किया था मैंने जॉर्ज ब्राउन से किया था, तो जॉर्ज ब्राउन ने ही हमें इंटर्नशिप करवाई थी. बट दे एक्चुअली आस्क यू लाइक योर ऑप्शंस, सो दे विल गिव यू लिस्ट ऑफ द लाइक प्लेसेस, क्लिनिक्स का वो आपको बताते हैं. आप अपने सिटी के अकॉर्डिंग पिक कर सकते हो. सो मैंने वहाँ की दो बहुत अच्छे नाम हैं वहाँ पे क्लिनिक्स हैं. एक है सूरी प्लेस, एक है जिनेवा सेंटर फॉर ऑटिज्म. दीज बोथ आर लाइक रियली गुड एंड गवर्नमेंट की क्लिनिक्स हैं जो ऑटिज्म की सर्विसेज देते हैं, स्पेशली बिहेवियर एनालिसिस की सर्विसेज देते हैं. सो मैंने वहाँ से अपनी कोऑप्स की थी, अपनी इंटर्नशिप की थी.
Very well answered, Priyanka. And the next question is by Dr. Darshan Shah. From where to get ECA done? Read that WES doesn't accept BHMS. Any help or lead?
So यार ये WS वाली इन्फॉर्मेशन मेरे लिए नहीं है, बिकॉज हम लोगों ने भी WS में देखा था, मुझे भी कराने थे अपने क्रेडेंशियल WS से, बट ड्यू टू सम टाइम कंस्ट्रेंट मैं नहीं करा पाई. मुझे थोड़ा जल्दी चाहिए, सॉरी मेरे को थोड़ा सा और अदर ऑप्शंस मिल गए थे जिसमें ICAS है जहाँ से मैंने अपने क्रेडेंशियल्स करवाए थे, इक्विवेलेंस. और मेरे क्रेडेंशियल्स उस टाइम पे मेरे पास मेरी डिग्री भी नहीं थी. आई गॉट इट फ्रॉम माई प्रोविजनल डिग्री. मेरी प्रोफेशनल सर्टिफिकेट पे भी उन्होंने मुझे क्रेडेंशियल दिए थे इक्विवेलेंट टू बैचलर्स. सो आप ICAS में देख सकते हो, IQAS करके है वो, आप उसके लिए इन्फॉर्मेशन ले सकते हो. एंड और मुझे एक और चीज़ पता लगी थी कि यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ टोरंटो भी ये करवाता है. सो अगर आप यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ टोरंटो के थ्रू भी अपने क्रेडेंशियल्स को इक्विवेलेंट कराना चाहते हो कनाडा के लिए, तो वो भी आपको करके देता है, क्योंकि दोनों सर्विसेज मैंने अपने PR के अप्लाई करने के टाइम पे करवाई थी.
Okay. And the last question is by Anirudra, and they are asking, can we practice BAMS Ayurveda in Canada?
Honestly, इसका मुझे कोई आइडिया नहीं है, and I have never met any person who is practicing BAMS. मैंने नेचुरोपैथी सुना है, वहाँ बहुत फेमस है, बट मैंने आयुर्वेदा का स्पेशली नहीं सुना है, और मुझे ये भी नहीं पता है कि आयुर्वेदा एक रेगुलेटेड फील्ड है या नहीं है, तो मे बी आपको उसके लिए कहीं और से इन्फॉर्मेशन लेनी पड़ेगी.
Oh, thank you so much. And with that, I would like to end up this video. And thank you so much, Priyanka.
You're welcome.
Yeah. And we are signing out from North Wales. And see you in my next video. Until then, take care. Bye-bye. I love you all. Bye.